The Jorvik Arena, something has changed. Can anyone what the f? Okay. Alright. Crazy. The f. Hey friends, it's UrsulasRevenge, and happy Wednesday update day. We are a little delayed, but it's okay. I was going to try and speed through this, but to be honest, there's a lot of things that are not uncertain, but there's just a lot of things that, like, we're gonna have to go investigate, and I'm really excited. We've actually got a plentiful news update this week, despite the delay. So let's just talk about it. So first, the main feature of this week's update is the new Trail of Harvest. It is our next Trailblazer track going on for this next month, and it features a bunch of really cute apple-themed clothing and tack pieces that I'm really excited about. Much like the last Trailblazer tracks that we've had, the way that it works is you play the game, you earn points. Those points will unlock things along the Trailblazer track, and you get to claim them if you are a Star Rider. I've gone into depth with this many times, and there's so many other things that I just really want to talk about that I'm like trying to breeze past it, but I know I shouldn't. So let's just quickly do a quick rundown of how the Trailblazer track works. Okay, so first up, both on mobile and on desktop, you will see it will probably be flashing when you first log in. But on desktop, it is at the bottom right. On mobile, I want to say it's at the top. I know most of the icons are at the top on mobile. But anyways, you are looking for this compass icon that says Trailblazer track, or if you're using a keyboard, you can press the number 2, and it should open up this menu here. So this one is titled the Trail of Harvest. There are 35 levels for this Trailblazer track, each unlocking an item at every milestone, which is 1,000 points each. So in total, since you have the first piece unlocked, you will need a total of 34,000 points in order to get the capstone item, which in this case is the apple earrings. But how do you earn those points? Genuinely, it's just by playing the game. All you have to do is log on, do your dailies, do your races. You can do collectibles. You can collect your Farah's flowers or your fireflies, or do your fossils. Basically anything you do in this game, unless it's a repeatable quest, or I guess unless you're just like standing around Steve's not doing anything, it's not exactly perfectly straightforward. You do get points, but how many points is not dependent on the thing that you do. There's a big misconception about that. It's about how many things you've done that day. So for more information, you can actually look up at the question mark in the upper left hand corner. And there is an FAQ section that you can look through, and it will detail all these things, but this is the page we're kind of looking for. So no, different activities do not have different point values, but the amount of activities you've completed each day will give you different point values. So for example, for the first 4 activities you do, you'll get 100 points. The next 5 to 8 activities you do, you will get 80 points each. 9 to 12, you'll get 60 points each, and anything beyond that, you'll get 10 points for each activity. So, for example, if I do my 3 stable chores at Silverglade, and then I do one of Laura's races, I'll get 100 points for each of those activities. But then, if I go and do the dressage next, since that'll be my 5th activity, I'll get 80 points for that, and it just goes down the line. There is a way that you can kind of like maximize how many points you get a day, and that's really just to pick 12 tasks that you'll do every day. This way you know you are always getting the highest point values covered every single day. You're also going to want to, on your main Trailblazer track page, press the Claim Daily Points. This will get you 450 points every day that you remember to click that button. That adds up. So make sure to, at the very least, claim your daily points every day, do your 12 tasks, and you will complete this in no time. Claiming your rewards is just as easy. If you have like 1 or 2, you can just press them as they pop up. So like, for example, for this Jolly Hoof treats, I can just click this and then it will unhighlight because I've claimed it. Or if you have multiple and you just kind of want to speed it up, you can just press the Claim All Rewards button. It does the same thing. It just claims them all at once instead of one at a time. Again, it is worth remembering that claiming the rewards is only for Star Riders. If you are not a Star Rider, you can still earn points and you'll be able to like unlock the rewards. You just won't be able to claim them. So for example, if you are not a Star Rider, you can still log in, you can still click that daily points button, you can still do your 12 daily tasks. You just can't claim anything until you do become a Star Rider. And there is sometimes a way around this. If there happens to be a free Star Rider code, you can use that. Free Star Rider counts as Star Rider. So if you do have a free Star Rider code, even if it's for a weekend or a couple days or a week, if you use that, you will be able to claim all of the things that you have unlocked. So if you do happen to have one already on hand that you have not used before, I don't currently know of any except for the Invite a Friend program. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. If you basically complete the Trailblazer track, which is not impossible, just a little bit challenging if you only have Moorland and I think Fort Pinta unlocked, save your Star Rider coupon until you get all of the items that you want unlocked. This way, once you are Star Rider, you can just claim all of them and then you can keep them without having to like speed run through the Trailblazer track in like 5 days. Now, the reason why I bring up the Invite a Friend program is because if you are starting a brand new account and you want to do this Trailblazer, maybe you're brand new to the game or you just wanted a new account, if you are invited to the game or you have your friend's referral code from the Invite a Friend program, I want to say if you reach level 5, you get the free 5 days of Star Rider. This only works if your account is already below level 5, because you can't sign up for the Invite a Friend program if your account is higher than level 5 or if you're like already a Star Rider. So it's kind of a big caveat. It really only applies if you have a brand new account, but maybe you do. I'm sure there's like a bunch that I'm forgetting to mention over my excitement that the update is finally done. But I have covered the Trailblazer tracks in the past, and most of my advice is still the same. They really haven't changed it since, I want to say, like the second or third. Aside from counting fossils as activities now, specifically the extra interesting find fossils count as an activity. The blue regular fossils, I think, just count as like gatherables. It's still worth doing that just because the extra interesting finds is like a great way to make money in this game, but I digress. My biggest trick for Trailblazer Track, though, is to use your home stable to your advantage. Especially now that moving home stables is free, I would pick a home stable that you like the activities that are around it, that you can easily complete 12. This way, if you have days that you can't log on for more than like 5 or 10 minutes, you can just log in, do the things in the area, and then log out, and then you've claimed your points, you've done everything you can do. If you plan a good route, it won't take you more than like 5 to 10 minutes, genuinely. Like, even at like Silver Question Center, which is my home stable, I would do the inside stable chores, the outside stable chores. That's 6 right there. Lynn now has 4 races, so that's another 4, which gets me to 10, and then I can pick 2 between Lara's race, dressage, the 2 working equitation, the garden race, the 3 at the or now there's 4 at the racetrack. Like, there's just a ton around here, and I can just change up which ones I want to do. The only ones that don't count are the repeatable races. Those are the purple exclamation points. So I think her name is Pauline. Pauline has 3 races at the manor. Those just don't count. Trailblazer Track is basically a battle pass. You are rewarded for playing the game, so just don't expect to get rewards if you don't play the game. That's pretty much it. There are special days, they're called bonus point days with Trailblazer Track, where sometimes they will do it maybe over a weekend, sometimes they'll do it over a week. We don't know in advance when they do it or how long it'll be. Usually they mention in the news, sometimes we'll just put it on social media, but what happens during those weeks is for every activity you do, you get an additional 30 points. So that 100 points for the first 4 activities becomes 130 points, and so on down the line until you get to 12 plus, where instead of earning 10 points per activity, you're earning 40 points per activity. And if you miss a couple of days of Trailblazer Track, that is a perfect, amazing, wonderful time to catch up, because you're just really raking in the points at that point. Okay, I think that is all I really need to say about the Trailblazer Track. Again, it's a lot, but it's not that complicated. Just do your 12 activities, understand that the points is based off of how many activities you do and not which activities you do, and prioritize your home stable to get as many points as you can. And get all the cute rewards, because they're really cute this time. I kind of briefly touched on the Invite a Friend, and I said we would circle back to that. Nothing huge, no tutorial on it this time. It's still the same, where you as a Star Rider can invite your non-Star Rider friends who are below level 5. You give them your friend code, I think it's called, and basically for the milestones that they level up, they earn rewards, and then once they reach level 12, you get a reward. For the past couple of months, it has been Blush the Pink Dragon, though it turns out Blush will be leaving the campaign on September 17th. and she will be replaced with a new pet. We don't know who yet. I have a suspicion. I've seen some spoilers, and I assumed it was like a birthday thing, but I'm thinking it might actually be the Invite a Friend updated pet. We'll find out more probably on like September 18th, but if you want blush for free, you can invite a non-Star Rider friend, or you can make an account and get it to level 12 using the free Star Rider code that it gives you at level 5. Level up that character to 12, and then when it reaches level 12, you get to claim blush on your account. That said, if you don't want to work for it, because it is a long process, you can also just buy blush at the medieval camp. I think she's like 300 star coins or something like that. She's permanent, so you can just go get her literally anytime she's already in the game. So not exactly next on the priority order, but we're heading over to Marley's vintage barn, or Ferdinand's X horse market, because we're talking about the next horse retirement. We are seriously dwindling down here. The next horses available for retirement are the Gen 2 Shire and Gen 2 Icelandic horses. There are 8 varieties of the Gen 2 Shire horse and 10 varieties of the Gen 2 Icelandic horse. Both are sold for their final price of 300 star coins each. You have until October 14th to get them, because they will be retiring on the Wednesday update on October 15th. So if you're interested in any of these horse coats, make sure to get them before they retire. You have a little over a full month. And honestly, a lot of horses. If you're planning on collecting them all, there's a lot. I don't know if there's any of these on the horses app. Let me check real quick. It doesn't look like it, so it should just be these 18 coats. Oh, that's a lot. So who's left after these two? Is it just the Gen 1 Jorvik pony? I think these are all... You're a Jorvik pony. You're a Jorvik pony. Yeah. Wow. That's crazy. All that's left is Jorvik pony. Alright, well I guess that this area is probably going to be cleared out by the end of the year. If these guys are going to be gone on October 15, say the 15th, probably like November 30th or something, the Jorvik pony will be gone. Assuming that that's what they're doing, and there's not a reason why the Jorvik pony is hanging around indefinitely. It's the last Gen 1, so I don't know. That's wild. Alright. Goodbye, Crusties. I'm not getting either of you, because I don't want to spend my star coins on that. And speaking of other things I won't be spending my star coins on, there's a bazaar in town. So there are 3 horses currently on sale for this week only. It is the Jorvik pony, the Lusitano, and the Andalusian. Andalusian, Lusitano kind of makes sense. The Andalusian is getting updated next week, or rather there's going to be a new version of the Andalusian coming out next week. So it makes sense to get one discounted if you just want one. Oh, they've actually also updated the name already to Jorvik Andalusian. This wasn't supposed to happen until next week, but either way, the Jorvik Andalusian now is available for 475 star coins, originally 950 star coins. The Jorvik starter pony is on sale for 280 star coins, originally 350 star coins. And finally, the Lusitano is available for 475 star coins, originally 949 star coins. I personally already have some Jorvik Andalusians and a Jorvik pony and some Lusitanos. I think I'm good. Honestly, I probably have one non-magic coat of each. Yeah, I'm good. They're not my favorite anyway. But hey, if they're your favorite, this is a great time to get them because they are on sale. In my opinion, they are not worth full price just because they are older Gen 3 horses. So getting them at a discount is a great idea. If you've been eyeing any of these, definitely a good chance to do that now because they'll only be on sale for the next week. Honestly, this Lusitano, I don't know. Don't make me change my mind. I'm pretty set. But you're pretty cool. I like you. I have the flea bitten one that was from Open House, which I thought, yeah, you. But yeah, other than that, not for me this time around, but if they are for you, great. Enjoy, have fun. And not in the news, but it is the first update of the month, which means there should be a new item in the bonus shop, and there is the Blushing Emo gloves. You can't really tell because of my sweater, but the cuffs are studded. Okay, now we're here for what I'm most excited about, which I probably shouldn't be. There's literally, okay, an unexpected section of the news titled The Jorvik Arena. Something has changed. Can anyone spot it? Challenge accepted. We're gonna go find out. But first, I want to actually show you a couple of things that, one, I was informed of. The second one I found that's kind of interesting. There's been some terrain changes, and I have a guess of why it might have changed. But I'm really curious. So let's go take a look. The first one is by Daxton, by the Pink House in Silverglade. There is a new path going behind the kind of like, I guess like, I don't know, what is this called? A crafting area? It's not really an actual crafting area, but it looks like one. There's just a new flattened area over here with some markings on the ground, which makes it seem like there's going to be something here. And there's like some like pretty like lupine flowers. Yeah, so something's going on behind Daxton's house. This is the one that I was informed of, that I'm really curious about. And my gut feeling is this has to do with the update in 2 weeks? We talked a little bit about this in the Next Up in Jorvik video, but the update titled Tack and Party Time on September 17th mentions that there's going to be a permanent party location. The picture looks like it's in Jorvik Stables, which we are going to go check out. Just kind of using the context clues of the pictures, I think we can figure out where it's going to be. It's not as done up as this is currently, or at least it wasn't yesterday, but I don't know. I'm curious about this, and the reason why I feel like there may be a couple of areas added as part of that like celebration area update. There's one other spot that I noticed that's kind of like this as well. On the way to the Baroness's racetrack on the right side, so like if you're kind of, I don't know how to explain this area, but basically this is the Everwind Fields. You're passing like this like brown dirt area up there. You got the oil fields on the left. Up here towards the racetrack, you see this like dirt here? This wasn't here before, and I know because I run this way all the time to get to the championship and just the racetrack in general. This area here feels flattened. I want to say it was probably done at a very similar time. There's also like a dirt spot here, kind of suggesting that something will be placed here soon. But this dirt here on the edge just is what kind of like clued me in that something was weird here. So yeah, I'm curious what's being added over here. Also, this is where a star is. If you don't know, there's like this little like trash heap kind of. There's like supposed to be a star right here. So if you don't have that one yet, you're welcome. But yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious if this is part of like that like celebration area update or if this is going to be like something else entirely. But let's actually go to Jorvik Stables and see if we can figure out where the celebration area is supposed to be, as well as if there's anything actually truly different at the Jorvik Arena. Oh? Huh, well that's not really what I was expecting, but there's new dirt. Well, that's nice. I don't remember if these... I have a video. Hold on. I've recently done a video here. It does look like these rose bushes are new at all of the entrances and exits. But anyways, we've got like new arena terrain. It's like a mix of sand and dirt, which is pretty cool. I'm curious if this changes anything with the paddock props. No. It looks nice. I mean, I don't ride horses, so I don't know if it's better that it looks part sand, or maybe it's just like supposed to be like softer terrain. I have no idea. It just looks pretty. Hey, wait, there's also an entrance here. There's a hole in the fence because I don't know how to use words anymore, but that's kind of cool. This way you don't have to go like all the way around the wall if you want to get to the other side. Did they also make it a little longer? Because I feel like you used to be able to kind of cut. Shut up. You can, oh my god. Wait. The wall is shorter and you can jump it now too. It's never been that short, right? I feel like it used to be taller. I don't remember seeing like the lighthouse from like over here. Can I jump over this one too? Yep. but probably not a good idea. Ah, they also moved Mark over a little bit. I guess because they implemented this wall here, that he was kind of standing like about like inside the wall. So they've moved Mark over with his 2 scoreboards as well. Now I want to see if we can figure out where this celebration area looks to be. Did they move? I'm just second guessing everything. I feel like they also moved the bleachers over to the right a bit. Like, did they make Jorvik stables bigger? No, it's still the same size. It just kind of feels like they spaced things out a little bit. I don't think the arena itself is any bigger. But anyways, I kind of thought yesterday that this area could have been where they put the little party area, but now that I'm looking at it, it could be over here. I know that we saw the wall in the picture. I see a bit of the wall, but it's much closer, and the mountains in the background. Wall with mountains in the background. I suppose it could be somewhere over here because you've got those mountains there, you've got the wall on this side. So possibly here? This is where like Yermagadea was sort of like chilling out when he comes by for his races, so maybe he'll have another place to go. So yeah, maybe somewhere over here. This area is not as obvious as something that's going on behind Daxton or at the racetrack too. So I'm very curious. I'm gonna keep my eyes open and see if there's like any other like suspicious looking areas. But so far that is what I've found when I was running around. But yeah, exciting stuff. I like these like little like touch-ups that they do, that they just kind of like bring a little life into some different areas. Like this just looks nice. I like the new terrain. I can't remember if there's anything else to talk about. Anyways, that is it for this update video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another video like this. I do try to cover every Wednesday update and more. Honestly, I'm just kind of a little bit giddy. I don't know why. I mean, this update isn't particularly exciting for me. The thing I was most excited about is, I mean, one, the Trailblazer track. I just love the Trailblazer track. It's like one of my favorite things to do in this game. Oh, that's so cute. I just think it's like a great incentive to actually like log in and play, and the outfits this time, so cute. I don't even think like I scrolled through and actually looked at all of them, but like we've got an apple beret. Like, are you joking? Are you joking? I need it this second. I love the loafers. They're so cute. The corduroy pants, adorable. Denim jacket with crochet sleeves. Again, are you joking? It's so cute. We're getting this nice new style of saddlebag and a saddlebag pet. Saddlebag accessories with yarn and knitting needles. I have no words. This apple saddle pad, again, you jokesters, you pranksters, so cute. We've got a saddle with like fluffy little ruff on the cinch girth. I don't remember what it's called in English. Also like this cute, I can't show you because it'll just give you the description, but like if you look closely at it, there's like these like little like rhinestone details on this bridle. Adorable. Like normal, you also get your shiny gemstones, your large jars of wisdom. You have your stable care coupons, your Ferris flowers, staples at this point. So I would like to see them one day remove the Ferris flowers and give us something else. I loved when they did the cell phones for archaeology. I would really like them to do it with Epona's archaeology, just because those are more valuable. But I mean, I can't complain either way. I mean, you use the flowers for crafting, so. Plus, we all know that the stable care coupons and the clothing and tack are like the main goodies. I don't know why. I mean, I kind of do know why, but just them giving us like a little scavenger hunt saying like, hey, we changed something, go figure out what it is. That just brings me so much joy. Like, I love going around and looking for like things that have changed in small details, and it just like, I don't know, it fills me with life. I love just getting to be a little detective and see what's changed. But anyways, that is it for this video. Next week we can expect the updated new Andalusians. I've seen the posts that they put on Instagram kind of showing us what the new colors are going to be, and they're very pretty. I'm excited. I most likely will probably get one. Not that I'm very good at like horse reviews because I don't really know horses that well, aside from if horse shape. It might actually only be the second horse this year that I buy on release day. The Hanoverian was the only other one that I did that for. So, oh, I probably should also talk about the blog posts. Go read them. That's the main thing. There's actually two. So there was a main one that is talking about the Andalusian, as well as they talked about the retrofitting process, and I talked a little bit about this on Instagram. Spoiler alert, the next horses that are getting retrofit are the Dutch Warmblood, the Jorvik Warmblood, and the English Thoroughbred. English Thoroughbred, totally fine. I think that one should be retrofit. It is a good horse. Dutch Warmblood and the Jorvik Warmblood were kind of like a little disappointing because they are mostly retrofit in the old tax system. The only thing I believe they couldn't wear was the Criollo saddles. So it would have been nice for them to retrofit a horse that like needed it a little bit more desperately. However, their reasoning was that the Dutch Warmblood and the Jorvik Warmblood are two of the most popular horses in game, which I cannot argue. It makes sense. The Jorvik Warmblood is the only horse that everybody gets for free on starting the game. So it makes sense that that one should be fully up to date. Even if it was recently retrofit, I think that it's fine that they leave that one fully up to date. Belgian Warmblood, I also understand that it is an extremely popular horse, but there are also other popular horses that haven't been retrofit at all. So that's my take on the matter. It does seem like they will be changing that on the future. This was just a have to do instead of a want to do sort of thing. Anyways, judging from the article, it seems like they knew that we wouldn't be thrilled about this. So hopefully that also means that they will take that into consideration for the next batch of retrofit horses, which was also exciting that they showed us this graphic that shows us basically where they are at the time of writing the article, where they are in the process. So it seems like most of the horses are about ready to go. They just need to be checked for quality. And at this point, they're still trying to figure out exactly how much time they need for quality checking before they are actually released to the game. So they could decide that they need less time. They could decide that they need more time. So from this point on, we don't know if we will be getting horses more quickly or more slowly for the next batch, but hopefully we will see a couple more horses start to roll out in the next couple months as well, and this will become a little bit more frequent. They also teased some new tack items that will be able to be worn by horses that have been ported to the new tack system. Nothing is released yet. This is all just in progress, stuff that they want to do. And again, we have another reminder that new types of tack items such as ear bonnets, blankets, all of that additional stuff are still on the wish list. The hindrance, though, is the way that the inventory system works. There's just no slots for those pieces currently, and until that system gets reworked, they won't be able to actually work on new types of equipment slot items. And the second blog post was just a little bit more information about the issues that they have been facing on Android and some Windows systems. It is an interesting read if you're interested in tech support, but it's also a good read if you're affected by the issues going on Android or Windows. For example, if you open Global Store and you see that it is a little laggy and very slow to launch, you are affected. I am also affected. Global Store takes just a little long to launch. They are aware of this. They are working on a fix. Their suggestion is to make sure to keep your device up to date, check your graphics card, make sure that that is up to date. But either way, it is some clarity into what is going on behind the scenes that is being worked on. Both of the links to those articles will be in the description below, so if you want to check them out and get a little bit more information, make sure to check them out. And I will see you all in the next video, which will be Friday. There's going to be a new RRP. Okay, bye!